Sanibonani Makomanda Amahle, thank you so much for choosing King Said So. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a story behind the win of the MK political party wrestling and taking away 110 from the Democratic Alliance. There's a big story, and some people don't know the history of what is going on there in 110 Ethekwini, KwaZulu-Natal. So I wanted to make this video just to give you guys a little bit of insight as to why is it that the MK political party must celebrate this win, because it means so much to us as African people, because this is not just a win for the MK political party. This word was not taken from the ANC. This word was not taken from the IFP. This word was taken from the Democratic Alliance. Anything that is taken from the DA, me and you, we have to celebrate it by all means. But I want to bring a history into perspective and just give you guys some more light, some more information as to what happened in the build-up towards having the DA actually lose these words. Remember, the DA in the last election, the national elections, they were about 680 votes ahead of the MK political party in the same ward. So I'm gonna drop it down for you guys, break it down for you guys, so that you can understand why it is important for me and you to celebrate the win of the MK political party right there in 110 Ethekwini. And this is very important for you and me to rub it in their face. Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, horses in Diva, Sono. And we're back at it again with another one. This time around, we're going to 110. Ethekwini, where the MK political party managed to take that word away from the Democratic Alliance. This is a point of celebration. This is a cause of celebration. We as African people have to celebrate that the DA has lost another word. This is very good for me and you. Like I said, we have to celebrate it more harder, because it's not like this word was taken from IFP or the ANC, from one black party to another black party. This is from our colonizers to one of us. So whether you're an MK, an EFF, an ANC, or whatever, you should celebrate that the DA has lost a word. I think we can agree on that, ladies and gentlemen. And it's very important to bring some more information so that you guys can be a little bit more enlightened as to what happened there in 110. And I'm going to give you the juicy stuff. Remember, we are now 2 weeks away from the gala dinner. 2 weeks, 14 days to go to the historical gala dinner of Paseta. For those who don't know, Paseta is the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. And we want to build a school where African children can have pride in having a school that, advocates for African history, that teaches children to understand African science, African economics, African technology, and African agricultural spirit of doing things. So we want to make sure that our children learn their language, be proud of a space where they can see themselves in the education sector that has failed our people since the bound to education time up until now with the basic education. Thank you so much for purchasing your ticket at www.paseta.co.za. We really appreciate it, and we want to extend our invitation to you guys to continue sending your 50 Rand contribution. Just the 50 Rand Japan, just the 20 Rand Japan will make a difference in building this school. Thank you so much to everyone, and I just feel like saying thank you to Mike Khadebe. If you don't know who Mike Khadebe is, you are new in this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem is that politics divides us as abantu abamnyama. It divides us big time, that people who are not MK find it difficult to celebrate a lose of the DA. If you are not going to celebrate the win of the MK, it's fine. But celebrate that the DA has lost a ward. As Umtomnyama, celebrate that the DA has lost a ward. It's very important. It's very important. So, some of us who are privileged to see things as they are, some of us who are not politically affiliated, we are able to calm down and think rationally and say, no man, this is good for African people. Whether I'm an EFF supporter, whether I'm an ANC supporter, but at least the DA has lost another ward. And this is not just any ward. We're talking about Ward 110 Ethekwini. And I'm going to explain to you guys which suburb fall under that ward so that you guys can go out there a little bit with more information. So where can I start this story? Let me see where can I start this story of Ward 110, because the Democratic Alliance thought that they will win. Let me start with this article here from one of the sellout news cartels. They are saying as the DA pulls out all the stops to win 110 in Ethekwini, other parties are also working hard and to wrestle the ward away from the party in its hotly contested by-election today. So this was written on the day of the election. Okay, it says here. Listen to this. The DA has deployed its heavyweights. The DA has deployed its heavyweight. Let me sit a little bit to the side so that I can put these articles here as I'm reading them. The DA has deployed its heavyweight in the provincial in the run up to the by-elections there, including the provincial leader Francois, minister and provincial chairperson, this is Dion McPherson, and the leader of the party, John Steenhuisen. So this was so important that the DA pulled out the heavyweights out so that they can win. Remember, Dion and John Steenhuisen are from KwaZulu-Natal. That's their province. So they pulled out the last stop. It's like the ANC has brought out Cyril Ramaphosa, or the MK has brought out President Jacob Zuma. So it was that important for the DA. So we are going in this breakdown, understanding that the DA did their best. There was nothing more that they could do over what they have done. They brought out their best. Their president, their Democratic Alliance party president was there, John. Okay, so now listen to this so that we can get a more clarity as to which areas fall into this 110. Now, some of the areas that fall into 110 is Sunningdale. This is Glen Anel and Glen Hills. These are white suburbs and Indian suburbs, where those people have been living so nice for so long under a councillor of the DA, and they've been enjoying it. They did not foresee the MK coming. So some of the candidates that were put forward there for these by-elections, Usfiso from the ANC was there, and then from the DA is Rowana Bosman, and from what is this? NFP was Litiwe. Ulitiwe was there. Usbusiso was for the EFF, and Umbandla, the one who won, was from the MK. And then we have, what is this? What nonsense is this? Anyway, we've got another independent. Georgia was there. Okay, so that was important. Let's listen to what the the provincial chairperson of the DA, Dion McPherson, said, because of the confidence that they had that they were going to win this war. This is what Dion McPherson said when he was interviewed. Dion McPherson said, the reality is that the MK is 680 votes behind us from the 2024 election, and any votes for the independent, which was there were two of them, I think, and other parties will guarantee an MK their first sitting in Ethekwini. Did you hear that? So last year, when we take that ward in the national election and we look at how many votes the DA got and how many votes the MK got, the DA was 680 votes ahead of the ANC. You guys got that, ne? You guys got that. You guys got that, okay? So we understand it. So now I want to go into history. I want to go a little bit to 2021 so I can remind you what happened. The DA had a councillor. The councillor of Ward 110 was this man, Armin Abdul. Armin Abdul was the councillor of Ward 110 back in 2021, somewhere there. Ne? Now, because he is not white, and listen to me very carefully, the DA voters did not like him to a point where they made a petition for the DA to remove him. So it's the same thing as the DA removing Herman Mashaba there in the city of Joburg. You remember the DA are the ones who said, no, we don't want Herman Mashaba, a vote of no confidence, out, because he was working with the EFF and the ANC. He was making it easy for them to for the EFF and ANC to operate under his rule, just like what Umoya is doing there in Tshwane. You know, she's working so nice with the ANC and the EFF. So here in KwaZulu-Natal, in Ethekwini, we have a situation where there was an Indian a man who was the councillor of Ward 110. This is what you guys need to know. So the DA racist members went and made a petition for the DA to remove him. Okay? So the petition says, the petition was to the leadership of the Democratic Alliance in KwaZulu-Natal. The subject says the call for immediate removal of Councillor Armin Abdul from the Ward 110. They themselves are removing their own candidate because they had someone else in mind. Hey, Mari DAC, guys. What are they saying? They say, we undersigned residents of Ward 110 hereby petition for the immediate removal of the councillor Armin Abdul. Our demand is driven by the complete loss of faith in his ability to fulfill the responsibilities entrusted to him. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the short story is that they don't want him there. They are saying, no, we don't want this guy anymore here. He's wasting our time and everything. But listen to this. The following points are highlighted. Ne? So this is what they said. This is our problem with this councillor, Mr. Armin. They are saying consistently absent and unresponsive regarding service delivery issues. He's consistently absent, this guy. This is what they're saying. Ne? Me and you, we can't verify if it's true or not. But remember, because it is the DA against the DA, we are very happy. We are very happy. And the second point, this is displays blatant disrespect for DA party and his constituency. Yeah? He is disrespecting the DA party. I'm sure he was not marching to their music as an Indian man. He did not want anything to hear from them. Okay? They say, what are they saying? They say during crucial election period, he is either late or entirely absent. So he's forever late. Remember, they work with time. Those ones, 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock. He's forever late or he's absent. He said, and then the other point, they said the 110 branch is non-functional under his leadership. Under his leadership, the 110 is not working. It's not working. Frequently offers poor excuses during crises. Okay, crisis. So that's what is happening there in Ethekwini, in the DA. This is the drama that we guys don't tell you guys about of DA. Or let me rather say, this is the drama that mainstream media does not report to us. Because if it was the ANC, the IFP, the MK having this type of drama, they were going to remind us why those parties lost the word. So now we are reminding you guys why this party lost this word. Now, who is it that they wanted to put in there? They wanted to put in there Miss Bosman, a Dutch woman. They wanted to put a Dutch woman there to replace the queen. The Indian brother, because the Indians they don't want to integrate with us Africans. I've heard stories from the Indians of Durban how much they hate our African brothers. I cannot confirm that because I've never stayed in a community that has a lot of Indian people. So I can't confirm, but I'm hearing. The only thing I can reference to or grab is the Phoenix situation, but that was an abnormal situation. So I can't make a definite judgment according to that. But I hear that Indians are so racist towards our African people. But that's cool, so that's good. Now, they wanted to bring Miss Boshoff there to replace the Indian guy. Remember, they're bringing Miss Boshoff in, and they've got 680 votes ahead of the MK. They are ahead. They are winning. They are winning this one. So this Miss Bosman is the one that that was pushed as the candidate that is going to win this. But they started to see that it's difficult. MK has come out in numbers because we also have got rich people that are staying in this suburb. It's just how to ignite them and bring them to the realization that we need to take these words from them. Remember that historical win of the MK winning the award in Cape Town is big, not in Cape Town, in the Western Cape is big. It's big. This win, I might argue, is bigger. Is bigger because the Democratic Alliance has had control of this word for many years. For over a decade, they've been having control over this word. Maybe even more. I'm not sure about the time, so I can't quote exactly. So the results came out, and the results said the MK political party got 2,435. The ANC got 966. The DA got 2,413. The Economic Freedom Fighters 30 votes, and the NFP got 9 votes, and the Independent got 400. Wow, this independent person got more votes than the other political parties. This is very interesting. It's very interesting. The Independent did a good job. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but let's not focus on that. But yeah, whoever the Independent, let me check first who is this independent person. The Independent was Brainword Georgia Delaney. Whoever that person is, you did a good job. You did a fantastic job there. You did a good job. You got 400 votes. 403 votes. My goodness, that's a good job. That's a good job. That's a good job. Yeah, so that's what we are sitting with here. This is the word that the MK has taken away from the DA. It's a cause of celebration for me and you. It's a cause of celebration for the MK to win that word. So again, I know other political parties are not going to be happy with losing the by-election. They're not going to be happy about anything. But as abantu abamnyama, let's just be happy that the DA has lost a ward, a very key ward that they've been having control over. But it is because of their racism in that ward that some of their voters have turned around, and not really turned around, but stayed away from the voting station, because they had 680 votes last year, just last year, in the less than a year ago. They were far ahead of the MK, but now they find themselves in a situation where the MK has overtaken them, and I'm sure it's quite a few of the Indians, they have stayed away from voting for that white lady, Miss Bosman, that was put there. So that is the story of what 110 Ethekwini that led to the DA losing that word. I wanted to give you guys that information. I was doing a live yesterday, and someone said, King, why are you not celebrating said, King, why are you not celebrating the win of the MK of what 110? Yeah, you and Zizi Po, you are a EFF agent, whatever. I'm like, bantu abamnyama. I did a video actually yesterday, but it was a short, so it was 3 minutes long, and I was very happy for the MK, and I'll be very happy for the EFF when they win awards. In fact, every time the DA wins a award, I don't care if it's the PA that takes that award, I'll be very happy, to be honest with you guys. I don't have time, guys. Don't put me under any political regalia. I am not part of any political party. I don't carry any membership of any political party, and that is how it's going to stay, unfortunately for me, up until up until Paseta is built. If Paseta does not become a reality, it's fine. I'm still going to stay away from politics up until maybe I'm no longer doing podcasting and all of those stuff. Maybe one party says, young man, come, we need you in parliament, come. Then maybe I would move. But as things are right now, I'm quite comfortable in my space, trying my best to be neutral. But in my neutrality, you understand that I favor black people. So I favor black progress. Let me rather say I favor black progress. I favor black unity. So in my neutrality, that's what I want to see. I want to see African people uniting, doing good together. There's progress in our community, progress between our African politicians. I'm happy with that, because I don't believe that politics is the ultimate solution to our problems. That's why I'm not into politics like that, and I've never been. So yeah, that's my answer to that. When I don't do a video about your political party winning a award, whatever, it does not mean now I'm not happy. I'm very happy for the MK political party, and I'm very happy that the DA is licking its wounds after pulling their top guns to go and campaign there. They still lost the award. I'm very happy, and you should be happy too. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Let us meet. It's Easter weekend. Ne? I hope some of you are going to go to church. Pray for us, pray for Paseta. Those who are not going to go to church, keep us in your prayers also. And let us build this thing once and for all, and show these people and answer that question. Why don't you build your own? Why don't you start your own? Hey, that statement, it ignites a fire in me like nothing before. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace. Pan-Africanism. I salute you.